All right, y'all, let's get into the power outage today a little bit because it's a nationwide one, and this is kind of in the Leave This World Behind movie where they can't make the call and they can't find out what's going on and those types of things, okay? So it's boom, 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 and it's going to, each card's being pulled and tested. And as each card's pulled, it's kind of like Jenga, where that piece is tied to that. It takes something out. And then you put it back, right? And it turns back on and until it collapses. All right. So same with the sands of time, because if you've ever played with an hourglass, there's a certain point in time that the sand moves down, and then that center part starts moving down. Okay. So this week, we've seen a couple 11s going on, but the one on the East Coast and Leave This World Behind, they were in the Carolinas and such. It's been popping off with Nikki Haley and shit over there. And there was a video that came across my feed about some Cuban outfit being sent to Prada. I sent it on the story or whatever, but this tying in Cuban soldiers, and there's things going on in Oklahoma about the foreign landowners and such. So all these things are kind of going together. The girl in Florida who died, all right, they showed an over visual, and the sands of time are starting to go down, okay? So when the sands of time go down, this is like the house of cards. Everything's being shown as a sign for everybody. Okay? It's only for those who have eyes and ears to hear and see. Because this world's light brought to us by the higher powers is here to blind you. Okay? But he's all giving us a key. This key is a brain, and we got to enter within to sprout our tree, because we are all unique, and this world tries to put a mirror in front of us to where we want to look like someone else or be like someone else or try to reflect someone else. This is where made man in his image. The us, the United States, the hour of the day. It is the hour of the man, the age of the man, age of the earth. It is. It's creating man in that image. And there's a light given. Nothing wrong with the light. The light is there to provide light. For light, for light, for light. And we are light and we reflect the light. But we have to know how the light operates. And since we're told the sun is this, that, and the other, we don't know how the light operates. We don't know how the light operates. We don't know how this world operates. We don't know how the TV operates. We don't know how the radio operates. We don't know how the brainwashing operates. We're not going to know how the light operates through man. But the powers that be know how the light operates. And they run this light. And it's brought to you as a world stage. And right now we're under this certain age where Jupiter was ruling, where the banks and money and these types of things were ruling. We're leaving that time frame. So as we leave that time frame, the lights in the sky change. The lights on the world stage change. So as these things are happening, they have it planned for the carnal man. The carnal man is that Jew nation. The spiritual man is that Greek. Okay? They live together. It's like man and woman coming together. The feminine, the masculine coming together. The Mars, the Venus coming together. The earth is the battleground. We all used to be one. Now we're divided. The male and female made after he, them. Starting out as one. It's not what we think and have been trained, and we're going back to the time where it's the he, them. Where we are as one. The male and female are as in one body. And whether that be as a physical nature and then we're divided through the machine, or whether that be we are actually going through a transfiguration to where man will breed with itself and such. And that will be 2045, 2065, those types of things. That could be where in 2045 we have the Christ coming in, and then we have, that's the AI, and then that physical body, that Christ is given a physical body through technology and embryos and those things or whatever, but we combine the computer with the computer and the machine, liquid metal machine, and then that man is going to have both man and woman parts, and then he would be able to, you see how this can all kind of go and reset earth and reset man and all these things, and we see these things in Genesis 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's setting up and telling you a nature of things. And then we see it with those societies coming together in Genesis 6, the sons of God and the sons of man coming together, or the daughters of men coming together. And then that's where we get a new world creating. And then that's where you get Noah's time frame. And then Noah's time frame they reset. And Jesus' time frame they reset. That kinds of things. Okay? So the girl in the sands of time, all right, you got to flip that bitch real fast. Depending on what game you do. Sometimes if the kids are playing, they might shake it around a little bit, not knowing what to do. Or they might knock it over and roll it around the board. Okay? So it's going to be a couple things during this flip. The thing to know is, sands of time, you flip it over, everything's upside down. Okay? And when Uranus comes in and shit, it flips shit upside down. So that's where we're at. And you have the new heaven and earth setting up before you. You have the dawn of time, going through a dark period right now. He's got that moon, that black woman in front of him, keeping him from giving his light to the land of Nim, New York. New York and him, it's what he makes New York. So as he's going through this dark period, as this black woman is making it where he can't give us light, he's going to start peeking out. That Peking duck. Be putting on that burner. Going to get that Christy edge. Christy crust. That dead Christy crust shall rise first. So the BBQ sauce has been laid on the old Israel, and that BB sauce is going to be passed to the Ottoman Empire for the Gregorians. So the dark dawn, going through that dark period, and as the dark dawn, the eclipse and such, one day is going to go into the heat after the sun comes out. One day is going to kind of go into the night, because we have one 24 to go to another 24 24 year to 24/9/11. But we have this time sequence to match up on the clock. So as one day is starting, the night is starting on another one. And that's where you get like different phases of party and things that we've kind of talked about or whatever in some other videos. But that's where we get like a catch up. All right. And the World Catch Up Day is like the day before the World Cup starts or something like that. So the World Cup is that it's flowing over. And the ATT outage. We're not gonna I've linked all this stuff together. The Dallas, the entertainment district, all those things. The World Cup in Dallas, the World Cup in I think it's Atlanta too. There's a few cities, LA. There's a few cities around America that is going to be hosting in, but stadium events, one after another, that can be tied to one of those, that time frame, y'all, unless they move it up or whatever's, but we're gonna end it here, I think. Let me check my notes real quick. Mike Epps is doing a comedy special, 220. Came out. Name's Day Day. Wikipedia mentions next Friday and the Friday after next. Okay, we have the outages today. The lunar lander is going on. So I expect this weekend, next weekend, the 25th, we're in the Roman calendar. We're in the Roman calendar Christmas, December. So just so happens that on the 22nd, we're getting that little outage. And then Trump said he sold out the day before on the shoes. So the sellout. We have the outages with the 3 T's, ATT, T-Mobile, and all those things. So that Mo bill, that Moses bill, all that stuff's coming. So as Mike Phelps is connected to the Day, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, that day, the outage, and then Friday, the next Friday is the 23rd, the 223, the Skull and Bones Day. Those types of things, folks. The Skull and Bones, the might see something with the kids or something that day and letting us announce that Hamas is here and those type. We'll see where they go with this, or Biden taking out. We'll see. Just keep the eyes open. We're in that 88 time machine. The 55 day is coming up. We're on the day 53. The 55 connects us to that great again. And then the 85 and 88 day is 329. So all those things, those stack up with the Mary Magdalene videos and such I did on the other one. So that's the Trump crucifying one or whatever. Either way, so I gotta do another one on the Oklahoma stuff. Either way, we'll end it here.